This is a little washcloth made with the Y stitch. It's just a nice little project for this stitch, and I want to show you what it looks like with a lighter weight yarn. This is the Y stitch with a yarn weight 3. Makes a really pretty mesh. It's very drapey, but still has some stability to it. Let's get started. This is a great stitch if you like to do mesh but need a little bit more stability. So instead of a traditional mesh, which is a double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, this replaces the chain 1 with a front post double crochet to add a little bit of stability. I think it looks really pretty too. To work the Y stitch, you just need to start with an even number of stitches as your base row. So for this example, I've got 38 single crochets that I've been using as my base on this project. And when you get ready to start, you're just going to chain 1 and turn your work. And I like to start with a double crochet as my very first stitch to add stability to the beginning of my rows. I do a chain 1, turn, and a double crochet in the very same stitch, which is the very first stitch of the row. That keeps you from having a gap where you would get a gap if you just did a chain 2 and turned. And then the Y stitch goes like this. It's a regular double crochet, and then you're going to do a front post double crochet around the stitch that you just created. So yarn over, you're going to insert your hook in front of the double crochet you just created, go back behind it, grab your yarn and pull it through. So you'll have 3 loops on your hook now. As with any double crochet, you'll yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. And that's a front post double crochet, and it makes a Y stitch. It looks like a Y. And then we're just going to skip 1 and do the same thing in the next stitch. Double crochet, and then front post double crochet. We're going in this space before the double crochet with our hook. So we're going to yarn over, insert the hook before the double crochet. So in from the front, out the back, hook some yarn and pull it through. 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and we've created another Y. And that's the pattern. Just skip 1 and do it again in the next. Double crochet, and then front post double crochet around the stitch you just made. Skip 1, double crochet, and front post double crochet. That's a yarn over, insert your hook from front to back, grab the yarn, pull it through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook. You're going to do this all the way across, skipping 1, double crochet in the next, front post double crochet on the same stitch you just made. And when we get to the end, I'll show you how I finish this edge. I'm coming up on the end here. I'm doing my double crochet, my front post double crochet, and I have 2 stitches left. I'm going to skip one and I'm just going to double crochet, 1 double crochet in the very last stitch, and then I'm going to chain 1 and turn. And I'm going to start this row with a double crochet like I usually do for stability in the very first stitch. And now you're just working on top of a row of Y stitches that you've already made, and it's super easy. You're just going to do your Y stitches into the first stitch of every Y. So in this case, that's going to be the next available stitch. So I'm going to double crochet into that stitch and front post double crochet, same stitch, and then I'm going to skip 1 and go into the next Y stitch, the first stitch of the next Y stitch. I did a double crochet and a front post double crochet, skip 1 and go to the next, and that's that easy. And when you get to the end of the row, you'll just do 1 double crochet in the very last stitch, chain 1 and turn. And there you go, there's the Y stitch. I think it's a really fun take on a traditional mesh stitch. This particular sample was made with kitchen cotton yarn, so it's a yarn weight 4. This is a yarn weight 3. This is Lion Brand's True Boo yarn. I hope you make something beautiful with this. I know you will. Thanks for joining me today. Bye.
Hi, it's Rebecca. Thank you so much for watching. I'm uploading a new video at least once a week, so I'd love it if you'd like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.